That is a flat-out lie.
That's a flat-out lie.
Full-throated endorsement.
Slap that wiener. Slap that wiener.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I don't give a fuck.
Come on, man.
Smoke weed every day.
Tap that wiener. Tap that wiener.
He's loud on the mic and he's wild on the court. Argues every call like it's a federal court. But don't try to foul him, he'll call that back. It's not just a game when you're dealing with Tomcat. Your rants on the show get all red in the face. But today we celebrate slowing down the pace. No L's on this day, it's all win, no spat. He's undefeated, now it's birthday, Tomcat. Birthday, Tomcat.
Oh, it's his birthday! Tomcat!
Yeah.
Birthday,
Tomcat.
he's the king today, and that's a fact. Fire in his soul, but we coolin' in the sun. Blow out them candles, game's already won.
Nice.
Birthday, Tomcat, no losses now, just island tracks.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like
Look
it.
at that,
Thank
man.
you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I
dude.
appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
man.
Today
It
is
is-
officially Tomcat's birthday, so we'd like to shout him out here.
What are you, 35?
I am 48 years
Oh,
old.
wow.
Check it out. Yeah.
You look good, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Say what's
I'm
the
a-
secret? What's the secret?
I have started a new
Facials.
regimen. Coconut oil, right?
Coconut oil is the shit.
On something coconut oil, and then also just like some Gold Bond anti-crepe crap, anti-crepe, and then I'm getting
you anti-crepe
some-
is what
some
you do?
collagen pills as well.
You put it on your face?
Crepe shit, and my neck. That's where it really shows up. Is your neck gets crepey.
I know what that coconut oil does. It like slicks up your inside so that when you go sit over water on the throne, just slicks right out, Slick Willie style.
Yeah?
At least
The,
How do you
sci-
get some of that?
the science makes sense to me.
Sure.
it might smell better though.
Let's hear the end of his
A
song.
little
here.
bit.
Candles, game's already won. Birthday,
Tomcat.
no losses now, just
No, man.
island tracks. Tomcat, Tomcat.
Oh yeah, Tomcat.
Style.
Birthday style for
my name.
Tomcat.
I love it.
I love that video because that's a real old school and a good one. That
Yeah, Tomcat.
cutting it up. There's our record.
There it is.
That's the record players that we use in here now for our other podcast.
Tomcat.
Yeah.
Is it, that's,
Yes.
Yep.
Who else celebrates a birthday on March 26th?
All
That's
right.
famous.
So check it out. Kenny Chesney.
Oh, you knew all this stuff. You had it written down.
He did.
Very
Kenny
good.
Also, but unfortunately, we have a friend that died on this day. Also, Eazy-E happened to die on this day. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
Easy.
I'm not trying to bring the party down. I'm trying to bring the
Yeah,
party
yeah,
up.
I
I
know.
know. Birthdays. We can do that in your
We
news.
celebrating them.
I
That's
said
what we
who
doing.
who else? Who's the celebrities that have birthdays?
That was the one I knew right off the bat. Kenny Chesney. Let me see. I'll look up
You're-
to see if there's
you're
any
an
other
Aries,
ones. Let's
right?
see.
That makes
I
you
am
an Aries.
That's right.
My wife is
Can't
an
tell.
Aries.
You're an Aries hole.
And Aries.
Right.
Very argumentative. Always right.
Well, welcome to the Outcast Podcast. We didn't play the official open because I did the. Let's do the. All right, here we go.
It's
There
Tommy's
you go. It's
birthday.
official now.
Now that was
Oh, Diana Ross.
Tomcat. You should know these things.
Steven Tyler. Let's go. Martin
What?
Short.
Nice.
Jennifer Grey. Don't know who that is. Leslie Mann. Don't know who that is. Keira Knightley. Don't know who that is. Kenny Chesney.
Nice.
Tennessee Williams. All right.
You don't know who Keira Knightley is?
The
Oh my
reason
God,
why
she's hot.
the reason why I'm going over the top for Tomcat's birthday is because we all forgot that it was Tomcat's birthday.
We
Unfortunately,
did.
he
We
had
did.
he had to like bring it up. I mean, isn't that the way your friends will treat you? As none of us even knew it was his flipping birthday, he had to bring it up. So we feel very bad,
No,
Tomcat.
it's worse than that. Like, we shouldn't even give ourselves that much credit because we knew, we forgot.
We forgot. That's the thing about
I
it.
didn't.
He
That's
told us
okay.
last
He did
week.
tell us
okay.
last week,
It's
and
all
he-
right.
We are
It's-
dicks.
But to be fair, too, it was
not
how
that
he
big of a
told
thing.
us his birthday was going to be today. Like, he just kind of, like, slid it into a conversation, whatever we were talking about. He like, oh, yeah, my birthday's next Wednesday. He was like, oh, that's cool,
That's
man.
a
So
total
he did
chick
tell
move,
us.
but it's still valid. And
It's true.
You guys have always hooked me up on my birthdays.
I got you. I told you, I'm going to take care of you. You know that. Always.
Well, happy birthday! Hopefully, we made up
Yeah,
for
man,
it by
happy
starting the show with the happy birthday,
Yeah, that was
Tomcat,
good.
and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was happy to be here with you guys today.
And
Chilling
we're
on
we're
my
happy to
birthday.
have you.
Yeah.
What's up with Ramo? Me and Ramo DJ'd a party over the
We
weekend.
did. That was fun.
You had a good time?
Yeah, it was nice. Definitely was a little caught off guard. I didn't think it was a wedding. I thought it was more like a corporate event or something like that. Either way, it was nice. The venue was dope. And the weather was perfect until about 9 o'clock.
And then what happened at 9 o'clock?
We froze.
It got a little chilly.
It did. It got chilly out there.
The one I take away a couple of things from the gig that me and Ramo did over the weekend. One, he's a great setup guy. Tomcat, you're fired, by the way.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Ramo's really good.
On
at
my
his job.
birthday, no less.
I'm sorry, it was a
Damn.
joke.
No,
I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
no,
I'm
we're-
just
just kidding.
We're all bros.
But Ramo was very surprised. There was a lot of white people there that they were dancing to, Kendrick Lamar and wanting to hear some of the
Predominantly.
ratchet music.
No.
It's like, what? Have you never seen white people dance to black music
I have.
before? What's the problem?
I have 100 times. I just did not expect it at this place. And not that I didn't expect it, because I knew there would be some. Obviously, it's popular music, but not to the extent because we played music that I would think, hey, this is going to go over really well here. Gentry's going to look like a star. And it was straight crickets. And then he
What was
put on
that?
some hood music, and it was like everybody was just like
What did they
all
want to hear?
over it. And I was like,
what got 'em going?
damn.
Well, what about the pink pretty pony ride?
They
that
like
wanted
that.
to
Oh
do?
my
And
gosh.
no, but I told
What's the name of that song?
Pink Pony Club.
yeah,
Yes.
What
Tomcat loves it.
What is it? What are y'all talking about?
It's Tomcat's favorite song on the beach.
Pink
What in
Pony
the hell
Club.
What is that?
Chappelle Roan. It's one
Yeah,
of her big
Chappelle
ones.
Roan.
Who?
It is.
She's a hit.
It's
this
like
Chappelle
pop.
Who the
Roan.
hell is Chappelle?
Pop,
Big
rock.
pop.
Dave
rock.
Chappelle Roan.
Put a picture of her
What's
up on
her
the
name?
screen.
He said
Chappelle
Dave
Roan.
Chappelle Roan.
Dave
Is that
Chappelle Roan. That's funny.
She looks
Roan, like
She looks-
R-O-A-N. Is that
R
right?
O N E, I think.
She's transgender.
Is she?
Well, she's.
No, I don't know if she is.
I don't think Tomcat would like her because she's super Libby. I felt like I was surrounded by liberals at this thing.
Really, I didn't
sure.
get that feeling at all, bro. Like
You didn't
they
get that
sound.
feeling at all?
Oh,
They,
that's-
I mean, they didn't
that's her.
seem super political,
She
but
got
they
some cool ass
either
hair.
way, like
Her
I
eyes
couldn't
look
tell.
cool.
It looked like they were either or. There were a bunch of cops there.
Well, there was a few security guards, police officers, I guess. They got to keep the place in line.
Yeah, do you think they were cool people? I
Yeah,
like that.
Wait a
everything-
minute, they had
everything's good.
security at a goddamn wedding
No,
reception.
not security, police.
Pol-
Because we were trying to
okay,
find a place to
sorry.
go smoke some weed and we
They
couldn't.
had police
they were in
at
the
a
parking
freaking
lot.
wedding.
Was
What
I
kind of
supposed to-
reception
It's
was
not
this?
illegal to smoke marijuana.
What the
What are
hell?
you talking about?
kind
It's
of
not.
You didn't break the law.
But we didn't want to do it anywhere
How many
like.
people in there would have had 3 strikes? If we had 2 felonies and was afraid for a third. How many
I don't
think
know.
y'all was in there?
I don't know.
Because that's the kind of party it sound like.
No,
y'all
it wasn't.
went
It was
to.
nice. Like they were just regular people. They had a good time.
With police.
Gentry killed it. It was dope.
The best part was at the
That's
end of the
crazy.
night, the groom was like, we want to stay
He
longer.
was drunk as fuck.
We were
Oh,
surprised because earlier everybody was like, this is probably going to end early. We're probably going to get out of here early.
I said that.
You said
Remember,
that.
we both looked at each other. We're like, yeah, we're out of here at 9:30.
And then next thing you know, the alcohol kicks in.
Oh,
It always
And
happens.
these people change, from Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. All of a
Right.
sudden, they're out there getting ready to show their things.
right after food.
And then the
It's
groom
like-
comes to me and he's like, we're going to take this party later, man. I'll pay you extra. Party on, Wayne. And I'm just like, all right, that's cool. And I told Ramo, I was like, hey, Ramo, I'll pay you extra, dude. We're going to have to stay late.
It was good. You didn't have
And
to.
he was tired. He was shaking. He was like all cold and ready to go home.
It was freezing.
Oh, come on.
But
grow
we
up,
ended
man.
up getting out of there early because the chick that runs the spot comes over to me and she's like, you can shut it off. The groom's vomiting in the dressing room. And he's making a mess. So I don't care that he wants to stay late. It's cut off.
What was the bride? What was she doing?
I'm not sure where she
If the
was.
groom is hacking
That's
his
a good
brains
question.
out, where was she at?
I really wasn't keeping my eye on her so much, but
Was she a
Me
looker?
either.
she was a pretty girl.
She was fine.
This
woman's fucking.
These wedding venues that do these weddings, they got it made, man. They
Yeah,
said
they
they
do.
got a barn in the middle of nowhere, and they
Yep.
just set it all
Have
up,
you
put
been?
some power
TK,
out
you've
there.
been there before.
Yes,
It's very
I've been out
nice.
there. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
very nice.
It's a cool setup, and they're building an inside place.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's going to be dope.
They're making cheese out there.
They should.
They're
It's
making a lot of money.
beautiful.
Yeah, you either want a beach wedding or you want that barn wedding. I like the barn wedding.
It's fun. It's fun. We could do a rave out there, bro. That would be sick.
I don't know if you want to rave
Cows
in the
would be
barn.
fucking.
I was want to
Dude,
rave
I'm
in the
telling
barn.
you, hey, you've obviously never been to a real Florida underground rave.
I
No, I
have
haven't.
been to.
I
I,
know
went to
you
the
have.
first Zen.
I know you
sir.
have. I'm talking to this cat
no,
over here.
no,
because
I have
that's what
not.
Florida raves are all about. being
Right,
out
cow
in the
fields,
woods.
sure.
Hell yeah.
They build
In the woods,
tents.
you know it's out in the woods, right?
Well,
Yeah.
not
Bear,
fields,
snakes,
not woods.
Fields, yeah,
And
like in
gators,
fields, open
panthers,
fields.
still got bears around there.
Bunch
somewhere.
of
I would-
people
Things
rolling.
that bite.
It's great.
Ouch.
I would say the woods experience was Georgia. We went to a rave in Georgia
Yeah.
with Shaq, and he played there, and it was woods, and it was crazy. We were walking to the woods from one
So
stage
much
to the
fun.
next, and it was cool.
So much fun.
We have somebody in the chat room saying here, tell TK that nobody cares about your birthday but your mama.
I'll tell him, yeah, kick your ass.
That must be Joe
My
Jones.
mom did send me a very nice card, got me some money.
Let me insult my boy.
Your
like
mom's
that.
awesome.
That's
Sorry.
Kick your ass.
All right, I would like to put the focus on Memphis. If we could take a look at that shirt that he has on, I would like to pay homage to the great DJ Griff Gotti.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about the shirt and tell us about your friend who passed away on this day. And he was one of the very first COVID cases.
Yeah.
His
true.
actual story made People magazine.
Yep.
He was a friend of all of us on the show. And before we dive too deep into topics, I want to take a moment to honor our friend and an incredible talent, Conrad Buchanan, who is DJ Griff Gotti. And I felt like he was more than just a DJ. Like, he was kind of a heartbeat of a room when I would see him come in. He had a lot of life to him, energy, passion, very infectious about his music and his craft. And he passed away on this day in 2020 from COVID-19. He and his case was so, I guess, sad and really took the breath out. I know me. That was the night I remember when he passed away. That it was like, well, here we go. Buckle up. This COVID-19 looks like it's going to be taking people out. And so you honor him today by wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
And tell us Griff Gotti's story or what makes him so special.
Man, I got a lot of stories. I mean, he allowed me to live with him for a time when I needed it, and I could never thank him enough for that. Him and another one of our friends, they allowed me to crash out with him for a while. But Griff was different. Like he's straight from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
He's straight Brooklyn. You know, however you think of a person from Brooklyn, he's straight Brooklyn, represent all day. But he was a family man too. You know what I mean? His wife, he had his kids and everything. He was a great friend, you know, to a lot of people. I mean, and you know, when I moved to Florida from the West Coast, I only knew like a small amount of people because I was Radio Memphis then. Nobody knew that I DJ. They just knew me as from the radio. And they was one of the first ones to like bring me into the ring and just like introduce me to everybody. And I built a lot of amazing relationships with a lot of people. I don't meet you guys without Griff, you know, because at some point or another, you know, I met him through so, you know, so yeah, man, but we miss him, you know, it's crazy. I will say, in my opinion, I thought he was the dopest DJ down here. And the reason why I said that, because the way he thought, the way he would put his sets together, like we would live in this high rise downtown Fort Myers, so I'll wrap it up real quick. And we'd be in the living room and we had the techniques right in the middle of the living room, and he just be just doing shit. And I'd be like, I know a lot of DJs. I'm not too bad myself. I ain't never seen nobody like do what you do, how you do it, and then go deep in your bag. Like, where the fuck you find this music, man? And he definitely made me step my game up.
And Tomcat, you DJ'd with him like the last time he DJ'd. You were with him.
It wouldn't have been the last time, but it would have been a week or so before. We both DJ'd at the Lani Kai right before they shut it down for COVID. It was packed the way it used to be. And I remember clearly there was this lady that came up to us, was very sick looking, and she was wanting a request. And I wouldn't go near her because I had been hearing about the COVID on TV.
So COVID was already a thing at that
Already
time.
on TV.
Because we're talking about the 26th. Can we look up what the exact date was when they officially announced to us this COVID-19?
Wasn't it like early March?
I know it was March.
Yeah, it was,
but I'm not sure the exact date. If we could look that up in the back,
please. You know what's crazy? Because my wife and I had just gotten back into town, and we were in Savannah, and she was feeling sick. And I was like, man, you never get sick. And then I got sick, but I got over it fairly quickly. And it put her down for like a long time. And then when COVID happened, she was obviously better by then. And she was like, babe, I think that's what I had. And I'm like, I think you did. I think we both did. You know, I got over it a little bit quicker and whatnot. But then we ended up catching it again, though, I think. something like
well,
that. I don't
the
know.
date I just saw popped up. Was that accurate? Because it said January of 2019 was the first known case, but I want to know when was the first known case in the United States, because that is the U.S.
It wouldn't have been when the first known case was. It took months before they shut everything down, right? Do you remember when they shut down the NCAA tournament or something?
That
was the beginning of it.
That's right.
Yeah, it says here. I have some
Was it
information.
the NBA?
It says that the U.S. shut down for COVID on March the 15th, 2020. That was when we got the orders to shut it down. Businesses had to close. There was no going anywhere, really, other than the grocery store. Remember, you had to go a certain way down the aisles. It was,
Yep.
it's
And
a
then
weird
how many
time.
people they was allowing in at a time?
It was hard to get weed too.
Yeah, I didn't remember having that problem.
The weed dispensaries were the only thing they left open.
Yeah, they were.
Alcohol.
I worked there.
Yeah, you could still get your
Couldn't
booze.
go
and
to
you
the
could still
church.
get your weed.
I mean, you think
Do you know that preachers were
We love Florida.
were like baptized? They were doing the communion with squirt guns back then. They were squirting people with squirt guns because you couldn't get more than 6 feet towards them. So it's like,
back
your
up.
bro ass. Your
like
blood.
Catland.
It was a wild time.
Yeah.
We
Water
we
guns.
lived through that. That was that was a horrible time. But there were some good things that came out of it, though.
Hell yeah, we all
we're
got
stronger
red
for
pilled.
it. Yeah, we did.
We all got what?
Red pilled.
What does that mean, Tom?
You know what it means.
Explain to us, please.
No, I
Are
don't
we in
feel
the
like
Matrix?
explaining it. You know what it is. Everybody knows what it means.
I don't know what it is.
America knows what it is. That's why Donald Trump won the election.
Donald Trump won
It
the
means
election because he got
it's
red pilled.
Red pilled. It means that no matter what narrative they spin up anymore on the left, it doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work.
Is that what that
No one's
mean, though?
listening.
Is
It's
that
red.
what
It's called being
pill
red pilled.
mean?
Have you ever seen the movie The Matrix? In The Matrix, they are.
Well, there it
see,
is.
this is
There it
Okay.
is.
this is why I don't want to do it because
It says red pilled. Can I read here? It says red pilled refers to someone who has been supposedly woken up or become aware of a specific, often controversial, worldwide or conspiracy theory, often associated with a male supremacist or far right ideologies. When somebody says that they have been
that
red-pilled.
is not really the theory. Look, red pilled is from the movie The Matrix.
It
The
is.
far right fucking supremacy shit. They add that. What is that?
That's their little ad.
What
I
is
don't
that?
know.
Well, that's hold on, let me finish. The Matrix. He offers Neo a blue pill and a red pill. The blue pill keeps you in the Matrix.
Right.
You're still eating the steak, you're still lapping up the Kool-Aid, but if you eat the red pill, it's hard, right? But you find out the fucking truth. You get the real.
We did
That's
find
the
out
red
that
pill.
COVID
And
wasn't exactly what they painted the picture to be. We
You
did
saw-
find out that it wasn't exactly what they thought it was.
And you just saw the left's this crazy reflexive reaction towards tyranny. And that made a lot of people scared. And so that's why you have this move to the right. The entire country has shifted to the right. Democrats have a 27% approval rating right now. That's a CNN poll, before you ask me where I got that. 27% of registered voters think the Democrats have
Doing a
a
good
positive
job.
view about the Democrats. So
They don't-
if you
well,
think they're going to
yeah,
win in the
they're not
midterms,
doing
that's
shit.
not going to happen.
They're not doing shit. Well, they already won something in Pennsylvania, so I think it's more about what they're doing about everything that's going on in the country, and we'll discuss that later. But yeah, no, the approval rating is not good among. It shouldn't be good about anybody, dude. Anybody we have in office right
Well,
now.
Trump's
everybody
approval
in
rating is
America-
up. It's higher than it was when he got in office.
Mm.
Check it out.
I don't think so.
Let's look it up in the back and see.
I don't think so. I mean,
it's definitely been a little bit of a rocky road,
yeah, it's
but
been up and down.
sometimes when you
Been
make
up and down.
changes, you know, it happens.
It could.
When people come in and they shake things up, there's going to be a reaction.
Sure.
The bottom line is what will be the outcome. You know, I'm
Eventually,
hoping
yeah.
that it will be good because
see.
I live here in the United States,
We'll
so I'm
see.
rooting for everything to go very well.
Yeah.
According to, I can't read that text is a little small.
And it was
but,
fast,
Tomcat,
too.
what is your source that that his approval rating is up?
Let me look that one up. I saw that one on the news last night.
You saw it
night
on the
before.
news.
Let me see
last
what do we
night.
got. What
Was
is
that
this saying?
Fox News?
What are we saying? We're saying
Probably.
the opposite.
Look at this
What
guy.
are we saying? We're
Probably.
saying 47%, 51% approved. It's up. You see? Boom. Up. 51% approved. Dude, that's awesome.
What's that
For
say?
Donald Trump to be 51% approve of him, dude, with all the negative publicity he gets, that's good. He's up.
He's up.
Good for him, yeah.
Right. 47%. Dude, for him to be over 51%, he was below 51% when he got elected.
He did.
So
So
he's
let's look at other places. Newsweek, or do we have any other sources?
Mr. Sources?
Other sources?
I would say
Johnny, yeah.
Newsweek.
Newsweek
That's
is-
a pretty good.
That's pretty good spot.
source.
Yeah.
Why? Because promises made, promises kept. That's why.
Yeah,
because
I
he's
go.
trying
I
to
no,
do what
I
he
look.
said
I
he
just
was
look
gonna
at
do.
different stuff.
That's why.
Well, we'll see what happens with all that. It's
up,
You know,
see?
it's kind of
It looks like it's
That's
it's
good.
taking a little tail down here. It just looks like. But I
Yeah,
do
it's
see
Still
that.
up higher in that tail down than it was.
that
ever.
it has been. Sure.
Yeah, it's up.
Trending
so
down, but still up. you
Let's
could
hope
say.
that we keep trending up. Let's move on to our
Sure.
next topic, which is going to be a good one because right now things are trending down for at least the Texas Rangers, according to our next story, because they've gotten to a little bit of hot water. They
What'd
put
they
out
do?
they put out this the baseball team, the Texas Rangers.
Oh yeah.
And also you could actually blame Major League Baseball because it's a few teams. Because we could put up some of the ball caps that Major League Baseball released, thinking they were doing something good, and then the fans and everyone caught on to what's really on these hats, like the A's. You see the A's hat?
The asses.
Oh.
So all of a sudden, the
Hold on. Go back to that for a second.
Titties.
Well, at least for mine, look like the A is pissing on the S.
on your ass.
Ass.
It's pissing on them.
This was
I
not a
need
good
that
idea.
hat.
Now you speak Spanish. Let's go to the second hat again. What you speak Spanish, Ramo? What does that say in Spanish?
Tetas. That means titties.
I want
Titties.
that hat.
Look at those titties.
I want that hat. Tay-tie.
Me too.
And then I've never seen this team, the Anals.
Oh, nice.
The anals.
That's the
That's
Angels.
Tomcat's team.
I like that team.
And
He
is that the Asshos?
Oh, I like
Fucking
it.
assholes.
Yes.
So Major League Baseball put out these hats.
Are they still out
Recently, but
for
they-
sale?
I think they had to pull them because the
damn.
fans were like, "What is this? What is this Tetas hat?"
What the hell?
I
That's
can't.
fun.
I need one of those Tetas hats.
yeah, I
dude.
want
I'm just
one.
gonna,
I want one too.
if they have a bunch that they're going to get rid of, I'll take some of those funny
Hell
hats.
yeah.
Those are great.
I think
Raising
that's
my
Major
hand.
League Baseball, just send some over this way. We got you.
brilliant marketing, I think, because now everybody wants to get their hands on that Tetas hat.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Now, what about this? I saw this image of what is it? A minor league baseball team that has a catcher's mitt and then a clam in the middle. If we could put that up on the screen,
Clam
this is the
diggers.
new. They're the Chesapeake oyster catchers.
Oh, fucking right they are.
What does that look like to you?
I guess it's better than the clam catchers.
It'd be kind of upside down though,
Maybe,
wouldn't
I
it?
don't know.
Yeah.
The clam
After
catchers.
I got to it.
That's what
Well,
me and
you
my
look
buddies
upside
used to call
down.
ourselves
You
when we
got
used
to
to hit.
open that bottom up. I mean, y'all
catchers.
been banging.
All right. What about some of the ones you found, Ramo? After we saw these, we're like, there's got to be more of these. These are fun.
Right.
You had the Arizona team of something. What was it?
Yeah. I think it's like a minor league baseball team or a soccer team. It's their soccer team. Some
And-
sort
and
of
what are
soccer
they- what are
team
they called?
in Arizona? They're called the Arizona Pricks.
The Arizona Pricks.
And that's real, huh?
And,
Oh, look at that.
and look at the soccer balls
Look
and the
at
cactus.
that.
It looks like a giant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
And that's the real
Johnson.
deal.
Yeah, it is.
They play football. Which other ones do we have?
I want
'Cause
that shirt too.
We
Football.
found a handful of other ones. We've also got some videos too. I know
There
the
we go.
Hebrew Nationals.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
That's kind of offensive.
What is that?
It's a giant wiener.
That's a baseball team?
I think
the
so.
Teabaggers.
The
I don't know.
Teabaggers.
All right.
Now
Yeah,
I think
like that.
I think
like
people
that.
are just making these up now. I don't think that that's a real team. The
I don't know,
Teabaggers.
maybe.
Teabaggers.
Is it like a professional team, though? Is the thing.
they probably like-
Are any of them?
No, they play on ESPN, the Ocho.
Yeah, the
like
Ocho,
that.
yeah.
So, catch 'em on
They're
YouTube,
like
catch
minor
'em.
league baseball 5 and shit.
Next
Yeah,
coming
so-
to the Teabaggers.
So we
Can you imagine calling one of those games?
So we started digging a little bit, and we found some very offensive advertising. Hyundai was one of them. Can we pull up the,
What the hell did they do?
Hyundai ad? Everybody's seen these cars, the Hyundais. Watch this ad. It's a little creepy. I don't think the fart was in the ad.
What the hell?
Nice ad, though.
Is he trying to? Is he putting carbon monoxide?
Oh, yeah,
in
this
it?
is the
he
one
trying
where
to
he's
kill
like-
himself?
Yes, I remember this ad, I think.
So what? This is a suicide ad, or is this a Hyundai ad?
Hold on. Let's see.
I can't remember how this ad
Let's see
turns
this
out.
goes.
It's fucked up.
Looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah. He's over it.
This makes me want to buy a Hyundai. I don't know about you.
Is this a really
Nah,
is a Hyundai ad?
This is a
We'll
real
find
Hyundai
out.
ad.
Hyundai should be sold because of this ad.
Oh, he's done. Lights are out. Where's the The new iX35 with 100%
100% water emissions. He couldn't kill himself. So he had to think. So he got to think about it, and he didn't die. Okay. That's deep and dark.
Wow.
And crazy and creepy.
That is fucking crazy.
To like use that as a sell point for your car, the fact that, hey, you can't kill yourself with this thing because that's water emissions.
Wow. I mean, it's clever as
damn.
Clever as all outdoors, but I get the point. Nice work.
I ain't buying that car though. It's a fucking...
What's another one? Wasn't there some ad you guys found, our producers found, where some Asian lady like washed the black out of a guy or something?
What?
I've seen this before. What's this? This is hilarious. It's actually like a detergent ad in China or somewhere, Japan.
Oh, he looks like he's gonna try to score with this chick, and she goes to kiss her, and then she puts like a Tide Pod in his mouth and throws him in the washer. Oh, now she's sitting on the washer. Now he's being washed. Oh, and he comes out.
An Asian.
They took the color right out of him.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
If that ain't some old racist shit. What the fuck was that, man?
You didn't find any humor in it or anything?
Hell no, I find no goddamn humor in that. That's offensive as fuck.
It really is. You can't get away with that in America. Well, you couldn't.
God damn,
I thought they were strict in
idiot.
China, though. I'm surprised they got away with
what
that
the
shit.
fuck? Like,
or North Korea or Korea.
What's this
Who knows
one?
where they were at?
Like,
I don't know
Shaq-
where they were.
What's this ad
people
right here?
really do fucking hate us out here.
I don't know if I've seen this ad. What's this one? I'm not sure. What's going on? I can't
like
hear
the
it.
music.
I don't hear it. What's
The
going
hell
on?
is he doing?
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Oh.
He's climbing up to get
I
a
already
balloon.
don't
Is
like
this,
it.
is this an
Well,
advertisement?
I'm already thinking something bad's going to happen.
What's going on?
Seems nice so far, Gentry.
Oh, he's getting her balloon.
Oh, no.
Bitch, I just climbed this goddamn thing to get this little goof ass balloon for this little girl.
What are they advertising? I don't understand.
I don't know. What y'all better have a fucking point.
Balloons?
This is the worst ad ever. I don't even know why we
What
picked
the
this
fuck
one.
What is this toothbrush?
Oh, he's on a toothbrush.
Listen,
What the fuck is
that's
this?
funny just because it's so terrible.
What are y'all doing?
I don't even
back
get
there,
it.
man. What the hell is this?
Oh, it's so funny.
Just because he was, I don't. I guess you got to understand the language to hear what the fuck they're saying. Can we get that commercial with subtitles, please?
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to
No.
like it had a sad theme to it.
Extremely.
And he's having a shitty day. Now you gonna brush your teeth. Now you gonna be walking around with the shits that's all like this and shit. I don't get it.
So he didn't have to brush his his teeth before bedtime.
Yeah,
'cause
probably
his
so.
Bed was a
Yeah,
toothbrush.
that's what it was.
If you guys ever remember seeing any advertising that seemed offensive that you can think of?
Not since the
There's
80s.
there's that Doritos ad where the guy sucks the Doritos off people's fingers when they put their finger through the wall, and it's been banned in some countries, I guess, but it's fucking hilarious to me. There's a hole in the wall, and the people go, it says Dorito it says finger cleaner, and they're eating the Doritos, and they got the Dorito shit on their fingers, and they got it. Here it goes.
No
we got-
way.
watch.
I swear this cannot be true.
I don't hear it. We got no sound for this one. I guess we don't have sound. But
It
he's
only
got
works for
Doritos all on his
Doritos.
fingers.
He's like, it only works for Doritos.
Why he look creepy like that?
Watch. Let me show you what's on the other side.
Oh, he's got the little glory hole here. oh, that's disgusting.
Damn. Oh no.
I like
That's
that. That one's funny to me.
That is
I cannot unsee
It would be
that.
funny.
This is raunchy.
No, I
Yeah.
cannot unsee that.
All right, it's time to move on to our next topic. So before you do any advertising, make sure you have quite a few eyes look at it before you make your final decision.
Talk to us before you start submitting.
And if you are planning war, maybe keep it a secret.
Just a little.
It sounds like there are some text messages, and maybe, who knows, maybe this is like we're trying to throw the enemy off, so we're like making it seem like we didn't mean to do this, and it could be a surprise attack. But I'm reading some stories here that says a journalist reported that he received a war plan from the Trump team due to an accidental text. This is raising concerns about internal communications. And there's a heated exchange between a senator and a CIA director highlighting some tensions within the government. Do we have these text messages that we could put up on the screen? Okay, they're a little small, but I'll try to read them.
Fist bump. Flag.
It says the weather is favorable. It's just confirmed with CENTCOM. We are a go for a mission launch.
Right.
Trigger-based F-18 first strike window starts. Target terrorist is at his known location.
This was apparently going down
What is
as
this,
this was being
Tomcat?
texted. They're saying what's happening
it was
at
another-
the moment while these terrorists they are Houthi rebels and they're being blown up at the point while he's texting this. It's on an app called Signal. It's not like actually just your phone.
It actually happened a couple days later.
No, it was happening while they were texting it.
No, it happened.
Anyways,
after.
there's nothing
Yeah.
that is classified in this text message.
I haven't read it, so I don't know.
So I guess inadvertently a reporter, a really shitty reporter, got put in this text feed.
So
and I guess that is the big.
Why are you gonna crap on him? Like, leave
stink.
him alone. It's not his fault.
The thing about this, well, he's just a shitty reporter because he's a shitty guy and he works for a shitty rag magazine. But the thing about it is, it's weird to me because it's like he was the perfect reporter to be put in this feed. How did he get in that feed?
They put him in it.
Apparently they did, but they're
Somebody
saying they
did.
didn't put him in the feed.
Well,
but they're
did.
taking responsibility for it. The guy Mike, I forget the guy's name. Mike Radcliffe might have been his name. Mike Walls.
Walls, I think it is.
He says he's taking responsibility for it. He says he didn't know how the guy got in the feed, but I'm just saying
It's an
that guy
accident.
seems to be
It
like
was
the
an
perfect
accident.
guy for the job, though.
It was an accident.
And he published the whole feed now. If it wasn't like, oops, and you guys accidentally put me in this feed. Oh, and then I'm just going to publish it all in my magazine. Oops. Seems a little strange. I don't know.
It was a big fuck up. Huge fuck up.
It was, look, in their first 100 days, I'd say harassing Canada about being the 51st state. And this, I would say, is his too big.
Fuck up.
I wouldn't say this one is a big one. I would say this is actually not really that big.
Well, I
ain't
mean,
that big.
Some people don't think it's big, but I mean, when Hillary was accused of doing the same thing, they made a big deal out of it. So, I mean,
what?
they were
There's
making
nothing
it seem-
classified on that, though.
Oh,
There was classified shit on her server.
You're saying that an attack plan?
I'm saying
for
they
war
said
is not
I'm
is
saying-
not. What?
I'm saying that the president
what you're
said.
saying?
I'm saying they
You're
said.
saying you're no wait a minute. You're
Well,
saying
if you
war
let me
plan-
talk, I would say
You're
something.
saying hold on. You're
No, go
saying
ahead.
war plans are not classified.
I just said that. I said the president said those war plans are not classified. That's what I just fucking said.
They are classified.
Okay,
That's
then
classified
you
information.
just classified them. Ramo, of course, yes.
No, you're going to tell me that somebody going to fucking
They
war.
are. I'm concerned about it now.
But listen. If you're on that mission and you want that information out there before it happens, no, you don't.
No, it was a mistake, definitely, to get this guy was in that got in that chat. But everyone is using Signal. They shouldn't use it anymore, probably. To text this shit back and forth. And Trump was saying, I'd rather everybody all be in one room together.
Talking, sure.
But that's not the
100%.
world we live in. So people
It really
have to
isn't.
send shit via these messages. And one thing I'm going to say I love about this, in that fucking text message, what do you see? Not people backstabbing Trump. You see people
what they do
going to bat for Trump, saying that they agree
I see
with
at
Trump.
the end, I will say a prayer for victory.
JD Vance is saying he's questioning Trump also, which I like, and saying, do the American people understand that the United States only has 6% of shipping going through that canal and Germany has 40% of shipping going through that canal? Are they going to understand that we go to war over that? And the rest of them are like, look, President Trump said do it. And what I love, fist bump, motherfucking American flag, motherfucking flame emoji.
Yes, USA, USA.
America first. You don't go in the chat and find people backstabbing this guy. So they leaked his chat, and it's what I see in the chat I like in the chat.
They shouldn't be. That's
saying.
awesome.
That's what I
but it shouldn't be something that's put out there
No, that
before.
was a mistake.
Yeah. That's all anybody's saying.
They weren't putting it out. This guy
They
got
weren't supposed to,
accidentally
right.
put in the chat,
100%.
and that was the mistake.
It was a mistake.
And
Right.
I don't know,
There
I
you
think
go.
it's shady business, to be honest,
you go.
because just like an iRobot, it's like he
Yeah,
was the perfect
it was just a
guy for the
mistake.
job.
It was just a mistake.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. We got a few sports items to talk about. It's sports time.
We all fucked up.
As you see, I have my Purdue Boilermakers
For the
shirt
chicken,
on.
Purdue chicken, yes.
Yes, not the chicken. That would be the university. It's
My
a
favorite.
bunch of top engineers go to Purdue.
They're
Boiler up.
steroid free.
Blow that
Yes,
chicken.
and so that's. That's where me and Ramo come from. Is
Yeah.
Purdue country, really?
Northwest Indiana.
Now, what is a Purdue? What is that?
Boilermaker.
That's the name of the university.
That's
Purdue.
like a
Can we look that
iron
up?
worker.
What is a Purdue?
It's like a steel worker.
It's a steel worker. I knew it had to be something. 'Cause- Yeah.
Can we look that up to make sure that Ramo knows what he's talking
I'm
about?
pretty sure that's what it
Purdue.
is, yeah.
Pretty
Let's see,
sure.
what is a Purdue?
But yes, Purdue is still in it.
Pretty sure.
How is your guys'? Does anyone know if their team that they picked to go to the Final Four is kicked out yet?
I don't know. Can the guys in the back pull up our brackets?
Well, who'd you pick to be in your Final Four? Are they out?
What?
C.
No,
C.
Tennessee's still in it.
Okay, so you picked You got the Tennessee bracket.
Yeah.
Okay, you have Tennessee.
He did. He lucked out.
I think that Ramo's out because I believe you picked Iowa State, and I think they got beat.
Did you pick out Iowa State? Yeah, you did.
No, I think I picked Idaho, didn't I? Wasn't it
No,
Idaho?
ain't no
There's
damn
no.
Idaho.
What are
They
you
wasn't
talking
in it.
about?
I don't know.
Idaho
There's
wasn't
no
in it.
Idaho in it.
Your ass picked Iowa State.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, they got bounced.
They're out. And Tomcat, you picked Duke, I believe.
Okay, great.
Are they still in it? I
I'm
think
not
they
sure.
are.
Yeah, they still in it.
Can we show the bracket up there to show the
Yeah,
teams
let's
that are
see.
still in right now? It was a pretty exciting weekend. We got Auburn, Michigan coming up. Ole Miss and Michigan State are still in it. Florida, Maryland,
Duke.
Texas Tech, Arkansas. Duke is still in it. They're gonna be. That's gonna be a tough
Arizona's
game.
gonna be
for them.
tough.
But yeah, it looks like we got a lot of good games coming up.
Oh,
They're
they
gonna.
all good.
When are these games going to be? March 28th,
That's Thursday and
27th,
Friday.
27th. That's tomorrow
Yeah.
and Friday, and then we'll have more games. Getting it down to, I believe, the Final Four after this weekend, right?
Yep.
So that's exciting.
Yep.
So 3 out of the 4 of us are still alive with our Final Four picks.
There we are.
Ramo is the loser.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
So
I don't know what made them
Rep
pick
off.
Iowa State, anyways.
I don't know.
'Cause I don't
didn't
follow
see
college
that Purdue,
basketball,
I didn't
so-
see that Purdue meant what you said, Ramo. I looked it up. It says Purdue is a French word, the feminine form of Purdue, which means lost.
No, I'm talking the Purdue, they're Boilermakers. That's their mascot.
That's their mascot.
lost.
But I don't know what I don't know what the word Purdue. Could you find out?
the
It
word
says-
I'm telling you, that's what it means.
That's
Let me
what it
read
means.
this here.
Oh,
It says Purdue refers to Purdue University. We knew that.
Yep.
A public land grant university in West Lafayette, Indiana,
Right.
named after its benefactor, John Purdue.
That's what the word means.
He was a local businessman who donated land and money. So Purdue is not a steel worker.
That's
John Purdue was a local business guy who gave him a bunch of money, and they put his name on the institution.
I understand that. I thought you meant what were the Boilermakers.
what do they
What
mascot
was a
look like?
Boilermaker? I thought
Show
that's
show
what
it.
you
It's
asked.
cool. I love their mascot. It's like he's like a little guy that's looking like he's gonna kick somebody's ass with a
Sledgehammer or
mallet
some
or
shit, right?
sledgehammer in his
What?
hand.
That's
Put
why I
up-
thought he was like building an ingot or some shit. I
Put
don't
up
remember.
the Boilermaker. I want to see him
Yeah,
on
I'm
the screen.
confused there.
That Purdue a mascot. He's a champ. I like him. There he is, right there.
Yeah,
See
he
him?
is, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got the
he's
worker.
looking-
Zoom in on
He
that.
don't look that tough.
Hey, does he kick your ass, man? Look at that
Man,
chin.
don't kick my ass.
I said,
Look at that chin, man. That guy, you couldn't hit that guy and hurt him.
Maybe a miner or some shit. I don't know.
It's a guy that shows
I
up
hit
to
him with
bang
his
your
own
wife
damn
in a
hammer.
porno.
That's what the hell is that?
That's a Boilermaker.
I know. But is that a sledgehammer? It is.
All right.
Hammer.
I don't know. He looks kind of violent, if you ask me.
One last thing before we get to Tomcats news, we did want to remember the late great George Foreman, the heavyweight champion of
Yeah.
hearts. He was a 2-time heavyweight boxing champ, Olympic gold medalist. Passed away before we did this last broadcast. It was on March the 21st, 2025. He was 76 years old. Beyond boxing, he became a successful entrepreneur. We all survived on burgers and chicken sandwiches on the George Foreman grill.
Hell yeah.
And he had such a charismatic personality, big George Foreman. But I was sad to see him go. We all had one of these grills, though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Ramo, you were telling me a story about how you pretty much lived off your George Foreman grill, right?
Oh, I loved it when I actually after my first divorce, I had to get an apartment, and obviously you can't have a real grill out there, and I purchased one of the George Foreman grills, the big round one that had the stand. That thing was amazing, dude. We cooked everything on it: chicken, burgers, steak, everything. It was great.
One of the things I think is funny about George is how he named all his kids George.
George, yeah, that's
all of
hilarious.
them George.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sense of
Hell
humor.
yeah.
Even the girls?
All of
Yeah.
them. Take Georgettes.
Seriously?
No, I think they were
Yeah,
George
serious.
too.
He got
Can we look that up?
He got like 8, 9 kids.
I don't know if I believe that.
All the guys for sure. I know.
How do you know which one you're calling when it's like, "Hey, George, get over here"? They're all like, "What?"
By their middle name.
It's so funny to me, dude.
So we have Frida, we have George, we have Georgette, we have George, we have George.
I've been robbed.
We have George.
I've been robbed.
There is a Courtney. These all can't be his kids. No way. How many kids? Can we look up how many kids he has?
This your daddy too. I can put him up on the Google.
Please.
I think there are 5 sons. I feel like.
Please look up
5 Georges,
how many.
the
5
Georges.
sons. There it is.
Yeah, the late boxing champion.
They're all named George.
He gave all of his 5 sons the same name, George Edward Foreman, and was also the father to daughters Natalie, Leola, Michi, and Georgetta.
To me,
And
that's
the late Frida.
That's the funniest thing about George Foreman. To me.
Yeah, had a bunch of.
He had a child.
That is
pass.
interesting.
Didn't stop at 2 or 3. Nah, keep it going. All of them.
It's
George.
kind
all
of.
of
It's a
them,
little
George.
lazy, if you ask me. I'm like, come up with a different name.
But in the end, it made more work, I'm sure, just trying to figure out who the hell was who. You know, like you said, George! Everybody shows up every time.
It'd be good to use your older brother's fake ID. You know, you could use it.
This is
I'm,
true.
I'm George. Hey, I'm George.
He made it easy for his wife, though. Because if she had to yell at the house like it was one name.
George, get your ass in here, George!
Boom.
George!
And
all
it's funny.
there.
Everybody probably knew exactly what you were talking about. Like, oh, you had some trouble.
Yep.
All right, it is that time. He's not the greatest newsman, but he's pretty good. He's getting better with every week. He's our newsman. It's time for Tomcat's not so good news. Tomcat, please tell us what's going on.
Welcome to the news segment portion of the Outcast Podcast. March 26th, my birthday, 48. Very old, no shit.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney's birthday we had talked about as well. I'm going to get right to the dates in history. 1830, the Book of Mormon was published back on this day in history. 1953, Jonas Salk announces the polio vaccine. So the polio vaccine came out on the market back in the day. 1979, Egypt and Israel, they signed a peace treaty. That lasted. 1997, Heaven's Gate mass suicide. You remember the Heaven's Gate
Yeah, I
mass
remember
suicide?
that.
Yeah.
It was in San Diego. 39 members of the Heaven's Gate cult, led by Marshall Applewhite, committed suicide on March 26. Another great thing that happened on my birthday. Believing a spaceship behind the Hale-Bopp comet would take them to a higher plane. 2018, Stormy Daniels sues Donald Trump. Just kidding. It is Purple Day, National Spinach Day, Make Up Your Own Holiday Day, Independence Day, and National Knot Day. National Knot Day.
National
Nougat.
Nut
Is that
Day?
nougat?
Hey,
Nougat.
Ted
Yeah,
Nougat.
it's nougat. Yeah, nougat. My
Like in
bad.
the-
I love
What's
nougat.
that? What's that?
Snickers.
It's a
Snickers
or
got
is it
that
a
nougat
Nestle
in there.
Crunch?
Ted Nougat. No, it's
Ted
nougat.
Nougat,
Just
yeah.
kidding. All right, hot off the bus, this kid almost got crushed. My first story today is wild. You got to watch out for these kids when they're stepping off the buses. You got to stop when the bus puts out its little bus thing.
Hell yeah.
This student was narrowly missed
Whoa, that's
by a
scary.
speeding car stepping off the school bus here in Minnesota this week. Authorities
the
in
license
Minnesota are
plate?
asking for the public's help in locating a driver who nearly hit the student.
Look at the license plate. You can see it.
Yeah.
They stop it right
They're
there.
going to get
Look.
that guy for sure.
Oh,
I
they
have a
got
true
him.
story about a kid I went to high school with. You know, when they changed the time, it's dark outside when kids are outside waiting for the school bus. And so I had this buddy of mine. He had just gotten cut from the basketball team. And literally 2 weeks later, you find out he got ran over at the bus stop, and it was dark, and somebody just straight ran the kid over. He was only like 15 years old, and they didn't see him because it was early in the morning before 6 a.m., and El Smacko got ran over waiting for the bus. So it's very dangerous out there, kids. Stay away from the road, especially when it's dark.
I like how
Keep
you
your
turned
ass off the
Spanish
curb.
there real quick.
Stop
Is
for
it
the
El
bus.
Smacko?
El
El
Smacko.
Smacko.
This lady fell flat trying to steal this kid's hat. A strap hanger, which is what they call people on the subway there, if you didn't know that, got instant karma when she tried to yank this kid's MAGA hat off another rider's head here.
He's a racist. How can I be racist? He's a racist. If you voted for Trump, you're a racist.
I don't know how long the Democrats been running New York since who knows how long.
There you have it, Tomcat.
No, keep it going. It's not the part of the video.
It looks like she fell out of the bus.
Oh,
She's gone.
Oh,
Boom.
she missed him.
Miss me, bitch.
Shelly made it a few steps before she fell face first on the platform.
She's
The man's
like
friend
90.
appeared to lean down and mock her before he ran off
Oh,
to
that's
leave people
funny.
alone.
Why does
All right.
everybody think that just because you voted for Trump, you're a racist?
Because you voted for racism, but that's another time.
All right, this one is kind of serious, or it is serious. Houston rapper Sauce Walka narrowly dodged a brush with death
Ooh,
in
no
Memphis
shit.
Saturday when several gunmen hopped out of a car
I heard about
and
this.
opened fire.
Yeah.
What's
Look at
going
that.
on here,
Look at
Tomcat?
that.
What's happening?
They were trying to get Sasso P.
Sasso P. What's that?
Sasso P, who is another rapper, and he was gunned down on the scene, but Sauce Walka survived. So you can see suddenly 4-door white sedan pulls up across from them across the
See,
street.
that
3
dude
men
shooting
jump
right
out. 2 of them guns blazing
Yeah.
at the SUV and opening fire. Sauce Walker was hit in the leg, but says he's all good. But not so much for Sasso P. Unfortunately, did not survive.
Damn.
That was in Memphis this week. All right, he threw a pitch and inadvertently hit his own bitch. Former Dodgers pitcher Julio Urias was suspended through the All-Star break for a second violation of the MLB's policy against smacking your lady around.
I
This
knew
is a
it.
video of him outside the where are we at? The BMO Stadium. This was back in September of 2023, but they just got this video, and this has caused him to be suspended now. I think for
a
the
lot of
second
violence
time
in today's
there is
Society,
news.
yeah.
Yes, a lot of
So we have
violence.
that.
Way to go, Tomcat.
Steroids, allegedly.
All right.
I don't know if we have that,
have that
video.
one. The next one we got is the Secretary of State has 2 guards you might want to date. Our boy Pete Hegseth is heading on an international trip with 2 stops in Hawaii and Guam, the Philippines. But check out this video of him boarding a plane and the 2 hotties he's got guard him there with those M4s. This video went viral this week with critics saying they've never actually seen a Secretary of State having 2 10s with M4s standing guard like that.
2 ladies there with the with those serious
them out.
I can't
rifles.
see him.
Oh, yeah.
The chicks, you don't see those 2 chicks right there?
Yeah, I'm in a bad angle.
What is that?
I'm in a bad angle.
I guess they're girls that are holding it down, making sure that he's safe, I guess is what they're doing.
Oh, man.
He's got 2 super hot chicks guarding him with
these
guns,
weirdos
man.
Out here. Look at
Who is that?
Weirdos.
Is he showing off, you think, maybe?
It's just like, because Pete, Pete Hegseth was the former Fox employee. He's Mr. Slick. He's got the hair. He's the ladies' man. And
Whiskey
now
leaves.
he's got, 2 hot blondes with fucking M4s guarding him. So that went viral this week. Not on the
Smart
narrative.
dick
Can't talk
energy.
about that. Who would win a fight, a crocodile or an alligator? We're about to find out. Visitors at Everglades National Park, right up the road from here, actually, got more than their money's worth
I
on
saw that.
Wednesday when an alligator and a crocodile engaged in brutal combat.
See, even they hate each other.
This is in your neighborhood, I believe, Memphis, right?
No,
Close by your neighborhood where you live.
not really.
It's in Bonita, right?
That's not Benito.
It's good footage. They're
What's the
really
name
good
of
at
this
it right
place?
here.
They did.
Watch this.
Notice how much higher one is than the
I was
other.
surprised that the gator puts it, the croc is definitely the aggressor. You can see the one on the left is the
Right.
crocodile, the one on the right is the alligator. And you can tell by how skinny the crocodile's mouth is, but that croc is definitely the aggressor.
Yeah,
But
I
the
think
gator's
Croc's
standing
gonna
up for
win.
himself. The gator just wants to get away
I would think Croc's going to win that fight.
because he ain't going to stop. Oh, look, that gator ain't
He
fucking
got him
around,
right
though.
there.
The gay like I caught
But he
your
gets
ass, I
away.
told you.
Yeah, he gets away. But look how easy
Croc
it is
said
for
he's
him to
here
walk
comes.
on land as opposed to the alligator. It's more built for water.
They say that according to the U.S. Geological Survey, Florida is the only place in the world where American crocodiles and American alligators are found together in the wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jurassic Park, baby.
It is, right?
All right, this is wild. The pyramids and LiDAR created the craziest story thus far. This is the craziest news of the year by far. New groundbreaking discoveries beneath the pyramids of Giza, including show the existence of spiral tunnels and new chambers that go, what the hell was that? Kilometers into the earth. Sounded like a gunshot outside.
It did,
I'm
it
just saying.
did.
Let's hope not.
The image above is showing what's underneath the middle pyramid of Giza, not the Great Pyramid. The team has discovered 8 wells with spiral tunnels around each one underneath the pyramid. It goes 640 meters into the bedrock of the plateau. To give you a scale of what that is, the Great Pyramid is 146 meters tall. That's 4.5 times the height into the ground. They end at 2 cubes that are 80 meters by 80 meters. We don't know what's in them. That's not all. Inside the pyramid, 5 new chambers, almost exactly like the Great Pyramid's King's Chamber, were discovered. The chambers are arranged in the same way the towers at Angkor Wat are arranged. The King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid is made out of absolutely massive blocks of rose granite from 900 kilometers away in Aswan. That chamber is a perfect 2-square rectangle in geometric terms.
So essentially, they've used LiDAR technology, which is a form of radar, and
Yeah.
they found all of this
Stuff
shit that
underneath
goes underneath the pyramids that
They've been
goes
saying that.
kilometers underneath.
Yeah.
So basically, it just can't be explained away with like people using carts and fucking.
Looks like they built
Right.
it on
This
Minecraft. That's what it looks like. Looks
Well,
like Minecraft.
I think the problem is that we have, as a species, we have amnesia, and it's hard for us to understand that before our time, there could have been another advanced civilization that got wiped out by a meteor or some kind of sun thing, or who knows, you know, we wouldn't be able to tell, because everything we made today would completely perish and be gone away in 10,000 years. There'd be no records of it outside of, you know, bones and shit like that would be laying around.
My last story. This shark was cruising by when an octopus was seen riding on this guy.
Ooh.
Forget Sharknado. This footage was a feat of nature. Researchers from the University of Auckland got a chance sighting an octopus hitching a ride on the back of a shark, which they have dubbed Sharktopus.
Oh yeah, shock the puss. I like that.
So this Sharktopus somehow got on top of this shark and is hitching a ride. I mean, octopuses are amazing. The way they can get inside of shit.
They're aliens.
Supposed to be super smart.
Zoom in on that
They
shock.
are.
Zoom in on that Sharktopus.
They got like 12 brains or more.
That's the end. You got
maybe
anything
not.
else, Tom?
He's riding out.
That's the last of your news.
That was my last story, as I said when I started that
Yes,
story.
very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, Tom.
That's good. That was fun.
Not
Good
bad.
job.
Thank you.
Octopus catching a ride.
Good job, birthday boy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think we need to spin your song one more time before
Yeah,
we get out of here.
Way to
wrap it up.
misinform the masses. No kidding.
Did you misinform us with
He
something?
did not. He was fun.
He's loud on the mic and he's wild on the court. Argues every call like it's a federal court.
So
About to hit my
accurate.
pen, vape it up, because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my motherfucking birthday. It's my birthday. It's my motherfucking.
How are we gonna hear the song
It's
when
my
you keep
birthday.
talking over the
It's my motherfucking birthday.
He's having fun. Let him.
It's my motherfucking birthday. It's
He
my
didn't take his
motherfucking.
medication.
Light it up, no time to hold back. Birthday,
Tomcat.
he's the king today, and that's a fact. Fire in his soul, won't be cooling in the sun. Blow out them candles, game's already won. Birthday, Tomcat, no losses now, just island tracks.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Way to go, Tomcat.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate
Happy
it.
birthday to Tomcat, and R.I.P. to the great Griff Gotti. You know,
Yeah.
for sure. That's going to do it for today's episode of the Outcast Podcast. We've been climbing the ranks on the
Yeah,
charts. We can only do that thanks to you, the audience. So make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends to start listening to our lives. We got to get more people watching our live show. But we appreciate everyone listening on Spotify and on Apple. And that's going to do it for us. You got any final words? Anybody?
Tomcat, it's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
Thank you guys so much for all the birthday love. I appreciate it.
Are you smoking in the building here? Are you smoking
He
in
is.
the
Vape,
fired.
though. It's vape.
He's fired.
Oh, yeah, it's vape.
Water vapor, you can't die in the car when you try to kill yourself in the garage. It's water vapor.
Now they
So
won't
buy a Hyundai.
They won't let you vape at the baseball game, but
No, they won't.
But they'll let you throw peanuts all over the floor and smash them with your feet.
Well, that's kind of tradition, I think. You know,
It's tradition.
crunching the
We need to make
peanuts.
smoking weed a tradition.
And besides, you buy the peanuts there, so as long as you're wasting your own goddamn
Hey, I
money,
mean,
they
so they
don't
say
care.
take me, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack, not peanuts, Cracker Jacks and weed. Which would be
Get
great.
drunk and be absurd and yell at people and you know, put your hot dog and smash it on the seat in front of you. But don't smoke any vape.
Don't you dare quietly enjoy your vape. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare vape.
Tell us how you really feel, bro.
That's how we
So long, everybody.
They should let you actually smoke joints at least. So
Maybe. Give us a section.
Outside, get a haircut.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Me either.
I don't give a fuck.